Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to A Summer with the Shiba Inu. It is later that night. I am Tamaya of the TAP clan. My superior, Monokai, has summoned you on the behalf of Master Au. I knew I shouldn't have wandered down the deserted alley, even if it was a shortcut to the MRT station. I'm so fed up with all this mediocrity around me. It's poisoning me, dragging me down. Why did I have the luck of ending up here? I deserve better. No matter the cost, I will escape. Okay, we're in year 204, ARIna 5 day 4, morning time. We're going into another flashback. Are you sure you don't need any help carrying that, boss? Actually, could you help me with half? I grin sheepishly and hoist part of the sticks I was carrying on my back to her. Thanks so much, IU. No problem. Okay, we have IU with us. This is new. We continue on in comfortable silence, back to what we had dubbed the beach house. It's pretty quiet here, situated in the sparse forest overlooking the ocean. Short palm trees dot the island, which is actually quite vast. We picked this location because it's relatively secluded from both sides by a half basin. Strangely, it doesn't seem like that other dogs come to our side of the island often, but when we go further north along the coast, we can usually find them. And of course, eliminate them. We've had pretty good luck with that so far. Back in the beach house, we set down the fruits and sticks that we had foraged. Sticks go in a pile next to the door, while fruits go on the plates, which are really just wooden planks. Going through the motions of foraging and eating, it doesn't seem like we're hunting each other in a race to the top. After all, a dog doesn't need to be in first place. Making it to the top 5 is good enough to proceed in a competitive bracket. However, I doubt these prod dogs are really thinking that far ahead. Why did my parents have to move here? IU and I eat the fruits in silence. My ears are alert in case any intruders decide to pay us a visit. The next part of our routine is to take a walk east around the coast. So it seems like every ARIna is in a different area. Okay, tidying things up and putting away our plates, we close up the beach house and trot toward the beach. Here we go. The sand flows and shifts pleasantly under my paws, making a soothing trickling sound. With deliberate steps, I allow the sand to cover my paws, enjoying the sensation of the particles running between my claws. In a shallow area of the water, there sit rocks covered with sea lichen, with interesting cavities from erosion by the waves. IU hops around them, and I follow, the waves lapping at my feet. She leaps off one of the rocks, submerging herself fully in the water, before bobbing up and yanking me down with her. I yap in surprise, and quickly shut my mouth as I'm plunged into the water. Bubbles burst all around me, and I flail my limbs to float upward. The light shimmers under the water, and I see seaweed and coral painting a colourful backdrop in the ocean before I emerge with a gasp of air. Wow, it's deeper here than it looks. I splash IU with the water, and she sticks her tongue out playfully at me before she treads away, paddling with her front limbs. So it's cool that we seem to have another friend with us, and they seem to be on really good terms. I'm gonna get you back. We proceed to have a lengthy water fight before we head back on shore. Okay, it's time to get serious. I reach up to my face and pretend to adjust imaginary sunglasses, a gesture which she returns. It's a ritual of sorts, which just came naturally into place. A sign of teamwork and camaraderie, mutually acknowledging the good work we've done over the last 2 days. 2 days ago. Okay, a flashback in a flashback. I pin the yapping dog down in the sand. I don't further attack her, though simply holding her in place is enough. Call it a respite before the real pain begins. IU, who'd been hiding just in the line of the palm trees, comes bounding out. She joins me above the pinned victim, taking a huge swipe at her neck. The body I've been pinning down slowly dissolves into ashes, its particles floating into the air. IU and I watch it disappear. It's as if a living being wasn't here just seconds ago. I hold out a paw toward IU, and she meets it with a high five. Sweet, another one down. Hell yeah. I put a paw up to my face, pretending to adjust an imaginary pair of sunglasses. Yeah, we're good at this. She mimics my movement, a smile as smug as mine on her face. Where to now, boss? Wow, don't call me that. But let's just keep going clockwise down the coast. Maybe we'll find an area that's good to set up a camp. We walk for what seems like a couple of hours until the evening, not encountering any other dogs. Kinda strange, there's been fewer dogs since we started heading southwest. Well, it does seem that we all spawned in the island in the same area, around the northeast. Weirdly, I keep having a dream that instead of spawning, we were dropped into the ARIna from a flying bus. Okay. Anyhow, it seems that there aren't many dogs that bother exploring the island any further. Or teaming up, for that matter. I wonder if they expect to do well, or even plan to. Like you said, we're prod dogs. I don't think it's something we really think about. I'm glad you're special in that regard. It's strange being the only non-prod dog here. I'll take a pause in mine, but I know you want this as badly as I do. We're all ranked top tier in this ARIna, and proceed to a good bracket, which we deserve. Ayu nods vigorously and gives me a determined smile. We continue on our way and decide to head deeper into the foliage before it gets too dark to see. As luck would have it, we stumble across a small hut. We double check the perimeter, checking for signs of inhabitants. With me at the rear as backup, Ayu then charges inside. It turns out there's no one there, and so we make it our temporary base. The next day, we forage further down the island, but don't find any more dogs. We get a good haul of supplies and bring it back to the hut. 2 more days pass, and we continue using the hut. We decide it would be a waste to not use it as a long-term base, and name it the beach house. Okay, back to day 4. I'm in the beach house, drafting up a rough map of the island as we've explored it, and the locations where we spotted dogs. Of course, I also have markers for where we eliminated dogs, to the best of my memory. It really seems that they don't care that much and they're treating this like some kind of resort or playground brawl at most. I didn't want to believe it, but it seems prod dogs only have brawn on their side. As any good dog will know, this has never been enough to go far in historical ARInas. I take a final look at the map, proud of my work. My thoughts are interrupted by a knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knock. It's the knocking pattern I agreed on with AU to verify our identity whenever we enter the beach house. I should be more vigilant of my surroundings. I haven't been outside the beach house to check for activity since she went out on patrol. Even if I didn't hear anything suspicious, I should be more proactive and not treat this like some kind of urban office. As expected, AU enters, and the first thing I notice is her flustered expression. Immediately I'm concerned. Did she have an encounter? Was she followed? Boss, I saw something bad. She pauses, catching her breath. Tell me everything. I straighten up, waiting for her to calm down and gather her thoughts. I saw 2 dogs team up and eliminate another. They were actively on the hunt, and they seem very strong. I'm worried. Oh, got it. Thank dog. I thought it might have been something worse than that. Did they notice you? I don't think so, but I think they could track me down if they wanted to. They had a pretty elaborate system set up, just like us. Okay then, as long as they didn't spot you, there's nothing to worry about. But, like I said, they're definitely a threat. It's the first time I've seen any other coordinated teamwork on the island. Look, I know it's surprising to see some intelligent behaviour for once, but don't sweat it. If we run into them, we'll just deal with it like we planned. The same way we eliminated the other individual dogs, right? Yeah, that's right. But I'll tell you, it's different. Like you said, I'm the boss, am I not? Wow, putting rank now. You will do as you're told. Yes, boss. She trots off, ears drooping. Maybe I was too harsh. I see where she's coming from. Prod dogs are usually born in families that never had high rankings, so of course they don't know much about ARInas or even know about the benefits of winning. Of course, they didn't have much cause to study the past ARInas and to come up with strategies before paw. It's such a waste, because the key to becoming a good dog lies just under their noses, if only they make a little effort. It might be a blessing that my parents came to the plains, which is why I ended up competing with the prod dogs. So, the fact that some prod dogs happen to team up is nothing to worry about. Okay, day 5. The day after, we go about on our daily scouting trip. AU is quieter than usual, and the air hangs silent without our usual playful banter. She's still worried about what she saw yesterday. I'll let her worry, I guess. It doesn't seem like there's much I can say to persuade her otherwise. I have to make the best of what I have, and currently that is IU. Plus, there are fewer dogs left now. It makes sense that the remaining opponents will be more of a threat. We can't afford to mess around like before anymore. Maybe there will finally be an actual challenge. Sid is such a hard case. She'll sacrifice anyone to win. We round the bend on the shoreline to our usual relaxing spot on the ocean rocks, and I try to cheer IU up. I hop on the rocks, reach into her with a paw. Hey, want to take a break? Sure, if you say so, boss. Wow, I feel bad that you call me boss when you say it with such low spirits. Good, she seems to have lightened up a little bit. We hop around, splashing in the water, just like any other day. Say, boss. Okay, what? I know you said not to worry about the other dogs, but I'm kind of scared. Oh, I guess you had that on your mind. But what is it exactly you're afraid of? What makes them a threat? Can you list your reasons? I'll try to be patient, understanding. I mimic the slow professional cadence that my mum uses when she speaks on the phone. It sounds pretty soothing to me. Oh, I don't know. They're just so scary. And why do we have to do this? She plops down on a rock, not minding that it's lightly submerged in water. I believe what you said about this being the key to having the life that a good dog deserves. I know there's more for me to experience beyond what I currently have. But is this really for me? I'm just a prod dog. With that, she covers her face in her paws, and I can hear her sniffling. My patience is being tested, and I wait for her crying to subside a little bit before addressing her concerns. Look, all I know is that I want to go back to where I came from. When I was born, I lived in a city full of lights. Life there is so much better, and the ARIna is designed so any dog can live that life. No matter your litter, the ARIna is a completely fair environment for everyone to get the life they deserve. It's the perfect equalising mechanism. It's so easy. All you need to do is kill some dogs in the ARIna. Well, technically you don't even kill them, you just destroy their pendant in a virtual world. As long as dogs do this, they can come out on top in the equalising mechanism. That's what I want, AU, and now's not the time to be showing weakness if you want it too. I pat her shoulder. Look, I know you still want this, and in return I want you to trust that I can get us through the arenas no matter what. We're a team, right? AU doesn't respond, so I grip her shoulder and shake her. It's really bad timing for my ARIna partner to be in such low spirits. Say it with me. We'll get through this together. We'll get through this together. That's the spirit. Okay, let's go back to the beach. We can chill some more. Take your time. I'll go in the water. Come join me. I don't feel like it. It's fine. You don't have to. I'll be back in a bit. Yeah. Leaving her to mope, I dive into the water. The water's clear, shimmering in the light. I dive deeper, following the rock outward and away from the shore. Okay, so what do? Underwater doggy paddle, left, right, both. Let's go underwater. I'm going faster than TTC back in K9 duh. Okay, both paws. Feels good. Left paw? Feels good. Right paw. I'm going faster than back in K9 duh. Underwater again. That stroke was perfect. How much swinging are we going to do? Both. A fall slams into me from above. Who is this? The air's knocked out of me, and I reel under the pain, my side throbbing. I feel paws scuffling and grabbing me, inching around my neck. My mind barely pieces together the fact that this is the same dog that dived on top of me. I struggle and kick the water, twisting my torso. The dog, who I can now see is larger than me, scrabbles around my neck and torso with its paws. I know exactly what it's trying to find. I draw up my hind legs and kick into him, propelling myself away. However, there's a splash, and another dog dives into the water from above. This one misses me by some distance though, since it failed to knock into me with the dive like the first dog did. Where on earth did they come from? I didn't see any dogs on the rocks when IU and I were still there. I take the chance to propel myself up to the surface, breaking it with a small splash. IU, help! I waste no time barking for help. The smaller dog bursts out of the water as well, just a few paws reach away. We both make a beeline at each other, and I take a huge swipe at her chest. She twists away, but there's a small movement I wanted to see, lured out with my feint. Her paw reaching up to shield an area of her clothing. Yeah, big mistake, I found your weak spot. She swipes at me as well, but like my first swipe, has no real target to pinpoint. Of course, I'd hidden my pendant well within my clothes. I know not to shield it and reveal its location unless it's at real risk of being hit. In response, I lunge in for the kill. Gotcha. My paws connect with something hard under the shirt. Bingo, gotcha. Boss. Just in time, I see Ayu up on the ledge, looking down. When I was fighting the smaller Shiba Inu, the larger dog that I initially escaped from seems to have retreated. I see no sign. Probably a good choice, as he obviously saw that his companion had been eliminated. I wave up. Hey, how's it going? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. I just had a little water fight with some new friends. I'll be right up. Ayu, watch out! A figure knocks into Ayu, and I can see that it's the first larger dog that had ambushed me earlier. How did he even get back up there? The rocks are so steep. Ayu is scuffling with the dog. He's trying to pin her down, but she's putting up a good fight. Ayu, jump! Ayu uses her hind leg to push the enemy off before rolling and twisting straight off the cliff. She lands with a splash. However, the opponent, who heard my command as well, follows suit. Great, he's taken the bait. Above water, Ayu would probably be in a sticky situation, although I've seen her fight off larger dogs. However, no, it's 2 versus 1, he got no chance. I'm certain of that. Ayu, stay under the water for as long as you can. Ayu obeys, and with that, we both dive down. Wow, this must be quite confusing for Mr. Attacker here. But he won't be around for long enough to figure us out. Following us, he dives down and lunges for Ayu. I paddle closer, but leave Ayu to her own devices as she battles one-on-one with the attacker. After a quick observation, I figure out where his pendant is located. It's not like it's a creative hiding spot. I can clearly see that it's just his jacket pocket. I still don't offer Ayu any help, despite being at a good vantage point behind the opponent's back. But I use this positioning for another reason, gesturing to her to come back up to the surface. The opponent can't see, but I know that Ayu did. The reason to break surface, again, is that in the water, I don't think Ayu has enough strength to break the enemy's pendant. Our fur, combined with the skinny Shiba Inu limbs, make it too difficult to get a good hit underwater. Alright, back to the surface, but as Ayu and he break for air, I'll make my move. Gotcha. And with that, it's over. Perfect timing. Ayu is as cheerful as ever. The source of her previous anxiety over the ARIna proved completely wrong, even though we totally used her as a decoy. At least, that's what I hope. It was the first time we defeated 2 dogs at once, boss. Pow, just like that, they're eliminated. Yeah, though I have to admit, their strategy was pretty sound. I can't believe they found that little cave in the rocks that was just slightly above water. Also, they must have been tracking us for a while and waiting for us. Yeah, they totally figured out our routine. It was amazing that you held them off for so long. Wow, it's thanks to you that we managed to get them both. I would have lost in a fair fight. And just somehow you knew exactly what to do. In the moment, I had no idea why you told me to dive underwater. But I'm glad it worked out, boss. Yeah, if it took you the time to question anything, nothing would have gone well this entire arena, you know? Is that like a backhanded compliment? I don't even know what that is. And with that, we head back to the beach house. We silently agree to stop patrolling the shore for the day. Okay, cool, we are on to day 7. As the days pass, Ayu and I explore the other parts of the arena. We eliminate some dogs on the way, but eventually we encounter no more. After another couple of days, it seems like there are only 2 more dogs left on the island. Here they are. We'd spotted the 2 from afar, at what we guess is their base of operations. It's further north in the arena, closer to the original spawn point than the beach house. How many dogs start in an arena fight anyway? There must be at least 10, maybe? But okay, we're down to the final 4. While they don't seem to have a structure like the beach house, we've observed them often circling a set area. It's like their domain. Ayu and I decide not to venture closer until we have a sounder strategy. We refer to them as the second duo, as they are the second organised pair in the entire arena that we've seen, that is, apart from Ayu and myself. Which would explain why the arena's emulated reality hasn't been terminated yet, but this dog-darned island is too vast to force us into an encounter. That would mean either those 2 or the first duo had been picking off the other dogs. Ayu and I had eliminated a fair amount, but judging by the numbers, we could only take credit for eliminating around a third of the actual cohort. AU and I set up some traps and sound makers near our base. After all, the first duo had our shoreside hangout figured out, so it's fair that anyone could have found the beach house as well. Of course, it's not like me to only plan the defence. AU and I set out making an offensive plan as well. We don't want to be caught off guard like last time. But it's good that AU is in higher spirits and as loyal as ever, doing anything I say without question. It's often a pair that is determined to make it till the end together that do well in the earlier arenas. It's only Arena 5 for me, so the ranks are in batches. This means that since I'm already one of the last 5 remaining dogs, we all get the same score. But of course, I'll still aim to survive till the end, and I'm very, very excited for the upcoming arena. From my understanding, starting from Arena 6, it's individual rankings that matter, meaning each dog you outlive counts. Things are getting a little bit more intense. Okay, we are working our way through this flashback. We're on to day 8, but we're going to explore it in the next video. This is Ushe signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.